What's up? What's up, YouTube? It's Andrea and Little Miss Parker, and we are back with another video to share with you all 10 things that I've learned, we've learned since I've had my baby. Plus, if you stay towards the end, I'm going to be doing a bottle review, as you guys can see. And we're just going to talk about all the fun things that me and Parker have learned over this 8 weeks time that I've had her. So if you're interested in watching, please subscribe to my channel. Y'all are running up the numbers and I greatly appreciate it. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and keep on watching. Alright, y'all, so the first thing that was new to me since having my baby is postpartum acne. So I wanted to shoot this video. It's about 9 o'clock at night right now. I've taken a bath. Actually, me and Parker took a bath together, and I just wanted to show you guys like my face. I've never ever in my 31 years of living suffered with acne. Thank you, God. But you know, there's a time and place for everything, and I'm just now hitting puberty apparently at 31 years old, and I have acne. So it's definitely hormonal acne, because it's just from the research that I've done and talking to my esthetician. It's here and it's on my forehead, and I have, you know, a pimple every now and then here, but I mean, my chin has been an absolute, oh my goodness, like it has just been since the 8 weeks that since I've had her. I would say maybe 7 of those weeks I've just noticed that my acne has gotten like progressively worse. So I just started the Dermologica Clear Start brand. There's my dog. I just started the Dermologica Clear Start system, and you know, I'm just using it morning and night, and I'm purging a little bit, but I don't know if you guys can see it that well, but my acne has been horrible. So that's something that is completely normal. If you've never had it, or if you've always had acne, it can be expected after you have your baby. So don't be surprised, and you know, hang in there, girl. Okay, now on to more important things. The second thing that I have learned since having a baby is to get on a schedule, get on a routine. I think the first maybe week or two, me and Parker just laid in the bed, laid around the house. I didn't get anything done. Fortunately, I had my mom come over like every day to help me clean and cook and order food and stuff like that, because the first week was exhausting. I was up and moving around, but it is a huge adjustment. You're not really sleeping because you're really like, I have this little human here with me, and it's just a whole different world. So the first week, I don't think I really slept, just out of being in awe of her. During this time, I can't say that I haven't got good sleep. Me and Parker sleep very well. I didn't really experience like postpartum depression or anything like that, or just extreme exhaustion, because you know, I slept when she slept, or we slept through the night, or it really took a while. Well, I would say around 5 or 6 weeks is when I really started to learn her, and she learned me. More so, me learn her, and get us on a routine of what time is the window of opportunity to get her to bed, to get her a bath, get her milk wasted enough to go to sleep on time. You know, you can't really sleep train a newborn, I think, up until like 4 months. But learning their sleep patterns and learning their awake times and how long they stay up, I use an app called Baby Tracker. And at first, I tracked her sleep patterns, and then for like a week, and then once I got to see like a chart of what time she's sleeping, what time she's waking, at one point she was waking up at like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning and staying up to like 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, and that was not cool. So I had to get her to bed at a certain time, which was like, I would wake her up around 6:45, 7 o'clock, get her in the bath like around 7:30-ish, and then by 8 o'clock, we are working on going to sleep. So by 9, maybe 10 o'clock at the latest, she's back asleep, and then she started to sleep 10, 11, 12 hours through the night. Like in the morning, I'm looking at her like, girl, can you wake up, please? But nonetheless, I will also, on the baby tracker app, I would also schedule bottle feedings for 2 to 2.5 hours apart, as well as diaper changes for 3 hours apart, because you kind of do, it's all new, so it's easy to forget, okay, when last time I changed the baby, or is it time for me to feed her again? So that's why I really love the baby tracker app, because it got me on a schedule with her and for her, and it was really, really helpful. So I definitely recommend getting your baby on a schedule early, and starting it early for yourself, so you can get up, get moving, get things done. Like, know, okay, when is her wake time, when is her sleep time? Like, I know if she sleeps till 9 o'clock, she's probably going to stay woke 30 minutes to an hour, and by 10-11 o'clock, then okay, I can get up and get back moving again. Versus, you know, you'll learn your baby once you start tracking her, or at least paying attention to her sleep and awake times, because that's all they really do at this age, is sleep and poop and eat and stare at the lights. She's chilling right now. Okay, the third thing I've learned since having Miss Parker is co-sleeping is for us. That's what we do. That's what we like. I know that's right. We co-sleep very well. Now, I am a light sleeper, and when I do notice that she's too close to me or the pillow, I kind of push her away to keep, like, you know, some distance between us, so I don't sleep hard. I do not recommend co-sleeping if you sleep hard, but I don't recommend, you know, well, not don't recommend, I would say just do what's best for you. We do have a bedside bassinet. Now, if she gets to bed like around 8:30 and I'm not ready for bed yet, I do put her in a bassinet and I let her sleep. Now, she will sleep in her bassinet for about, if I'm lucky, 2 hours, 2.5 hours, and then by the time I'm ready to get in bed, then she's awake, and then now I can feed her and then put her right back to bed. So it just depends on you. Swaddling as well. Swaddling didn't work for us because Parker likes her arms to be free. So when I would swaddle her, she didn't sleep as well or as long. Now, I have a friend who told me about swaddling. Like, you have to swaddle early. If you're gonna swaddle your baby, swaddle her and be him or her, and be consistent from 1 week old. I think I probably started swaddling in maybe like 3 weeks, and she was not having it. So to each his own. You know, Parker sleeps really well on her side, so when we do sleep in the bed together, I put her like a receiving blanket down, and then I put her on her side, on the side of the receiving blanket, and she's laying perpendicular to me, so like this basically. So this is me and this is her, so her face is not too close to me or the pillow or anything. And then I do, like, since I breastfeed, I do breastfeed her on her side and my side as well, and then sometimes we have our little snuggles like that, but I make sure I pay attention to her. So, you know, SIDS is definitely a real thing, and typically it's from suffocation. So definitely know yourself, know your baby, know what's best for you, and, you know, do what's best for you. No one can, the bassinet police can, you know, find some other criminals, okay? But yeah, do what's best for you with co-sleeping or having your baby sleeping in the bassinet. I will say that bassinet sleeping at least once or twice a day is good, because I think it teaches them independence and like self-soothing. But they can also do that in the bed. Like, you don't always have to rock your baby to sleep. Just put her down, let her figure it out. Cry it out sometimes, that works too. It's nothing wrong with your baby crying. And I can say that when I did let Parker cry it out the first few times in the bassinet, she did get hoarse, and that was only from crying it out maybe less than 10 minutes for sure. And then I would go in and I would soothe her, and then I would put her back in there, and she would cry a little bit until she learned, like, okay, well, now I'm going to sleep. Know your baby's cry. If it's just like she's sleeping anyway. If it's then, you know, she's probably hungry and need a little more milk, and then you can put her back in the bassinet. Okay, so as you can see, Parker is a very, very calm baby. Like, I absolutely love her. And I can say I started early with like solfeggio music, vibrational music, baby Mozart music. That's my calming technique. While I was pregnant even, I would listen to, throughout the night, it kind of eased me to sleep, solfeggio music. You can look it up on YouTube. It's like all kind of energy, vibrational type music that is very calming. I listened to that while I was pregnant, and then in times where Parker is in her swing, or I'm just trying to get her to calm down or to go to sleep, I put on baby Mozart music. There's plenty of that on YouTube, as well as I have the Hatch sound system that plays white noise for her. So it just depends. I play the white noise throughout the night for both of us because it's just relaxing, but especially during the day, I turn the TV on, pop on YouTube, and I play baby Mozart and stick her in a swing, and it just keeps her calm. So if you want to calm baby, hey, if you live a life of turn up music blasting all the time, don't be surprised when your baby come out want to go to the club, want to turn up. But if you really, start in the womb and just embrace quiet time, I really think they learn to appreciate quiet time, because Parker is super chill. She really only cries, if she doesn't want to be in the swing because she wants me to hold her, which is not that often, and or if she's hungry. But I can say she's becoming a very independent baby. Okay, the next thing I want to talk about is baby ass. Parker had baby gas really bad in the beginning, and I can say, for one, it was my diet. I probably wasn't eating as healthy as I should, or as fiber rich as I should have been. Now, a little TMI about being regular and not regular. I think if you're regular, it'll kind of transfer to your baby, but if you're irregular, which means you don't have bowel movements every day, or every other day or something like that, then 9 times out of 10, if you're breastfeeding your baby, she's gonna have the same system that you're on. So one thing that helped me was incorporating smoothies in the mornings that had green leafy vegetables, which are fiber rich, and supplements. You kind of have to supplement to get you and your baby on a regular system. But one thing especially that helps me is gripe water. So Baby Bliss has a brand. Baby Bliss is a brand that I use of gripe water, and you just put like a pea-sized amount in her mouth, and listen. If your baby has gas, it's gonna help her out for a couple hours. Now you may have to do it, I wouldn't do it more than like once or twice throughout the night. That was when she had the most problem with the gas, just like frustrated her because she tried to go to sleep. But I would say after like a week of using the gripe water and changing my diet with like more fruits and vegetables and doing smoothies, that worked tremendously in helping with her gas. So if your baby has gas, it doesn't mean it's anything wrong with her. It just means, his or her system may need a little help. Also, we also used Baby Bliss's probiotic drops. And I also still use that to this day if I notice she hasn't gone in a couple days. Now it's normal up to I think like 4 days if the baby, especially if you're breastfeeding, that your baby doesn't go, because sometimes they absorb all the nutrients, all the milk, that they just don't have anything left to waste. But once you get to that 3-4 day mark, it is kind of concerning. So I would give her the probiotic drops, and within a day or two, full pamper, poop up the bag, like she releases it all. So those 2 items are definitely important to have in your archive: the gripe water and the bless you mama, bless you mama, the gripe water, bless you mama, the gripe water and the probiotic drops. Both of them are from Baby Bliss, and I'll link them below, from Amazon. Okay, so number 6 that I've learned out of the 10 things that I've learned since having my baby is this swing, honey. You want to take a bath? Put it in a swing. You want to cook? Put it in a swing. You want to take a little nap yourself without the baby being on your chest? Put it in the swing. Like, the swing has saved us. So I would say up until maybe like last week, now she's 8 weeks now, and I would say maybe about 4 or 5 days ago, I did have help. I have a dog, so I had my nephew over to help me with the dog, to help me walk him and things like that. But if I don't like to put my baby off on anyone, like all day, like, oh, you want to hold it, oh, you want to take, can you please get the baby, da da da. Like, my baby is my responsibility, and it's also my responsibility to put her in this swing and let her rock herself to sleep. Because, honey, when I want to go take a hot 5-minute bath, like now that nobody's here, it's just really the most helpful thing is to have this baby swing. Now, something that we did not use as much is this boppy. Y'all, I really wanted this boppy because it's so freaking cute. And when I tell you I put her in here and she hollers, she absolutely hates it. I don't know if it's because she has like, I think she has like baby acid reflux, because if I feed her and I lay her straight on her back, she does like throw up. So babies, it is normal in babies to have a little bit of acid reflux. So I think because it's flat and only props her up a little bit, it upsets her stomach. But it doesn't matter. She just doesn't like it. She just doesn't like it. Now, I also have this boppy as well that I did use in the beginning to nurse her. So I would just, you know, use it like this. But y'all, when I tell you, I've thrown both of these things on the side of my bed and we thug it out. Like, we really just thug it out because she doesn't care for them. She doesn't really use them. So if I prop her up in them, she was like, nope, not having it. So the handy dandy swing, I will link this one below. It is from Graco, and yeah, I got it for her as a baby shower gift, and I'm so grateful because it's clutch. All right, so the next thing I want to talk about is tummy time and alone time and activities. So what the heck do you do with the baby all day? Like a newborn baby, it just changes your whole world, right? So for me and Parker, literally we just hang out for the most of the day. Like, we'll go sit on the balcony and watch the cars go by, which is really good for like, it's a lot of noise out there. So, you know, if the horn blows or somebody's playing loud music, it's really good for her to like stay alert. Tummy time, okay, we be sleeping on tummy time, but it is good for her. So we'll have tummy time sometimes. I have a mat on the floor that you guys probably can't see, but I have that. But for the most part, like, we watch TV. I take her to the gym with me. I just make her like my best friend. You know, I take her to the store with me. She's my #1 priority. So we spend a lot of time together, but when I do want alone time, I put her in a swing. It goes back to the swing. And it's good for her, it's good for me to like separate and distance ourselves so she's not always attached to me. But yeah, I would say just learning how to incorporate the baby in the activities that you would normally do should be, you know, key. Like, when I go to the grocery store, I have the Duna stroller, or wherever I go, the Duna stroller for me is clutch because it just pops out and I could just, it's so easy for me to go walk the dog with her, you know, all kinds of things. So yeah, just making everything convenient for your lifestyle is what you want to do to make sure that you guys are spending quality time together and, you know, being happy, spending time with your baby. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about, number 8, is accepting help. Like I said already, I don't like putting my baby off on anyone. So, you know, during the week, every day, all day, she has been with me for these 8 weeks. I have not worked. I have not did anything without her. I've learned to go to the gym with her. So, you know, me and her spend a lot of time together. But on the weekends, like for a day, she goes to her grandmother's house. Like a Saturday night or a Friday night, she'll go to her grandmother's house, and I swear, like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock in the morning, I'm already over there like, get my baby back. So definitely accept help if you have it. Find at least one person who will give you that relief, because you need it. I mean, just for your sanity, like for those moms out there who want to be great moms and loving moms and present moms, that is one day a week will not take that. It won't take it away from you. Like, just make sure she has everything that you know that she will possibly need to feel loved, like, you know, how you would love her. And yeah, send baby to grandma's or with her daddy or with somebody that will, somebody that will just give you a relief, so you could just, you know, be in the bed by yourself, like, and just be able to stretch out and not have to wake up every, you know, hour on the hour to change a pamper or feed a baby. Or, you know, you need that, and you are entitled to that, so don't feel bad about it. Okay. All right, number 9, I've already done a breastfeeding video, but I also want to talk about it again. Like, if you're a breastfeeding mom, I feel like it's so crucial to build your supply early, so you're not stressed out about it. So if you're going to be at home for the first, you know, 6 to 8 weeks of delivering your baby and you plan on breastfeeding, pump but feed your baby on the boob. Store what you pump. Okay, so I probably have almost 500 ounces in storage, and the only time she uses the frozen milk is when she goes to her grandmother's house, in which I still try to send her with a couple bottles that I just pumped so we don't have to mess with the storage. But definitely try to build your supply early. Now, I talked about it in my last breastfeeding video. If you haven't watched that, go ahead and go watch that after you finish watching this video. But pumping in the morning either 2 or 3 times a day, storing that, and then nursing her throughout the day will build your supply early on, where you're not stressed about, you know, am I going to have enough milk when my baby goes back, when I go back to work, or when you go back to work rather, you know, whether somebody else can watch her. Now, also bottle feeding, and we're going to talk about bottles next and do a bottle review, as you can see here. But I would say start bottle feeding maybe around 3 or 4 weeks, just and let somebody else do it. Let somebody else bottle feed if you can, but if you can't, you know, try. But she'll still know that it's you and want the milk from you. So but try to introduce bottles early, because you don't want to wait until, you know, 6 to 8 to a couple months, and then it's your baby's first time having a bottle when she doesn't want it. So careful about that. But yeah, building your supply early is major key. And last but not least, I want to talk about bottles. So I told you guys that I was going to talk about bottles in one of my pregnancy nursery videos. And so I thought that the Como Tomo bottle was going to be like my go-to bottle. But I still really like it because it's aesthetically pleasing. But as cute as it is, I don't think it is appropriate for newborns. I think it's a little more advanced for newborns. Now, bottle nipples don't look like they are that different, but they are as far as how babies latch onto them. And I just think that the Como Tomo bottle is just a more advanced bottle for a baby that kind of knows what she's doing. So I guess I still have to wait to see how much I actually like this one, but I cannot wait to use it until, like, maybe once she's able to hold the bottle herself or something like that. We'll see. Now, the Nano Baby bottle. Hated it. Okay. Because first reason why I hate it is because the way that it's set up, when you feed the baby, you literally cannot see your baby's face. Like, it is literally like covering your entire baby's face. The second thing I don't like about it is that just the design of it is hard to like tilt it and get like the milk, because I guess because it's not that long, I have no idea, but it's hard to really like tilt it and get the milk to flow through the nipple, and it just makes for a fussy baby. So the Nano Baby, I mean, as clever as they tried to make it, it's not practical. Now, my favorite bottle is the Event bottle, the Event Natural bottle, which is good for co-feeding, breastfeeding, and bottle feeding. And this was a bottle that I did not think I was gonna like, just because it's like a regular basic bottle. But I haven't had any colic issues with Parker. She has latched onto this bottle perfectly with no problems. Now, she rarely likes to take any bottle from me, but this one she will take from me. And she kind of like gnaws on a little bit just to know it's not a nipple. But yeah, I really like the Event bottle, and I actually I just figured out that it attaches to my pump. So this 9-ounce bottle, I typically put it on my pump now because I can pump more in a single bottle. And then also, I really like these bottles as well. This is what I store her breast milk in. So Parker, I try to pump at least like 10 ounces, and then I'll make 4 to 5 bottles for her throughout the day to feed on. So I make her 2 bottles, and then I make her at least like 3 of these bottles, and I put it in the refrigerator so it's perfect for storage. And then y'all already know the vibes. I cannot live without my Baby's Brew portable bottle warmer. Y'all, I just warmed her up a bottle and she fell asleep. But this is what I use literally every single day to warm her bottles. So get you one, and you know the link is going to be down below. All right. right, y'all, so that's all I have for y'all. Parker has fell asleep on us, but thank you so much for watching this video. I just wanted to make it really quickly. Just last little note, I got this set from Cozy Earth, and they're giving 40% off for the people who click the link down below. It is amazing. Like, I feel like a Kardashian in this thing. But all right, that's it, wrapping up this video because my camera's about to die per usual. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you liked about this video and what you want to see next. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching. Big hug, big kiss, sending y'all good vibes. Say good night, Parker. She out of there.